Nithyanam. This is Srinitya Ishwara Priyananda, and in this video I wanted to share a little bit more about the place that I'm currently living in, and it's one of its varied mystical dimensions. Currently I'm an Adinavasi here at the Nithyananda Peetham, Bengaluru Adinam, which is the home of Avatar Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and hundreds of Adinavasis and thousands more to come. So Swamiji in yesterday's satsang shared about what is the spiritual or one of the spiritual significance of this particular land, which is the land or the Punya Shethra of Bidadi. Here there is Svayambu Linga. In the sense it's a self-formed linga. Essentially it means that it dates back to the moment the cosmos or this particular universe got created. And Swamiji shared that during the time of Ramayana, Rama himself was here, and he, as part of his journey towards Lanka, in fact in Ramanagara, which is quite close to Bidadi, is where he slayed Kakasura, and here he had been doing puja to that Svayambu Linga, and under the sacred banyan tree, there's a very beautiful banyan tree here at the Adinam, and this is the tree under which Rama received the Vedagama and Upanishad teaching from Mahadeva himself, along with the Sapta Rishis or the 7 Rishis. Now, and Rama then becomes the first person who actually organizes the Upanishad, its sequence. In fact, he gives that as an instruction, he gives that as a he shares those Upanishads with Hanuman, and that becomes a separate Upanishad in itself, which has got the 108 main Upanishads and those names. Now, from childhood, what I remember is that our Puranas, or the recordings done by our ancestors, were just mythology. It was just some stories that our ancestors made up so that we inculcate good values. But only after meeting an avatar such as Paramahamsa Nithyananda, I realized that it is history, and our ancestors were not just some moral teachers. They recorded parts of history that are pertinent for time immemorial, right? Aspects of life that can consciously grow any human being in the times to come are the only things that captured their attention, and they recorded those. So Hindu Puranas are not mythology, they're very clearly history. Rama walked this land, and I'm glad that I live here, and I'm also glad that I'm here at a time when one of the greatest incarnations ever to happen on the planet, which is Paramahamsa Nithyananda, has assumed a human form, and I'm living at these times, following his teachings, living in his Adinam, adopting a lifestyle which is given in the Agamas, which Swamiji Paramahamsa Nithyananda is reviving so beautifully. So these are all rare blessings for a human being at this point in time. And life here at the Adinam goes back to the way how Sadashiva himself, the first incarnation, so to speak, the first Adi Guru himself gave as prescriptions for all human beings. So this is a very auspicious land, and living with the realization that our Puranas are not a myth, they are history, brings so much clarity in terms of the strength of our tradition, the intention of our ancestors, the beauty of the civilization, the high evolution that had already happened. So often we believe that we are the most modern and we are the most advanced civilization on the planet, and once we realize the aspects that we see in Ramayana or Mahabharata and see them as happening on the planet, we see that we are way far behind in terms of where we are as a in terms of overall evolution. So visit this land, visit Bidadi, take darshan of Paramahamsa Nithyananda, and it's one of the best things that can happen for a human being is to be in the presence of an incarnation. You can start that journey by subscribing to his YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation, and follow his teachings. There are more than 4,000 hours already up on YouTube, and he's also the most watched spiritual guru on YouTube. You can start with that. Visit Bidadi, especially on a Sunday morning, because typically there is a public darshan. So I invite you all, and if you want to know more about Bidadi, the Punya Shethra, more about Swamiji, please leave a comment on this video, and I'd be very glad to get back to you. Thanks for watching. Nithyanandam.